shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 33. 33. That's right, baby. They don't... Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it. Check back 33. Check back 33.
On 2nd and 9. Watson. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson.
I'll do it one person.
For it, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about.
The
second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Drake. Now Drake loses the football.
Oh, no.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, Let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check. Keystone, Travis. Sugar. Check 50. Don't beard it.
Brady. And he finds Howard complete. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I'm coming for you. Mike 54. Mike 54. On yards, comes up. Hey, watch that. Hey, 24. No time now.
After the run, Watson going to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that,
Guess we running you back on.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there. I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up.
Out of the gun, Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, it's Brady. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Wait, that 20. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? 57. Hey, 66.
Brady now on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Right.
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady gets this one to Hill. into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Because he did have a ball when I scored. I say we just play from here.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. $21 well done on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
All right.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now Brady, and he fires one that's intercepted.
Woo.
Picked off at the 45.
Oh.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 24. Kill. Turn up. Go.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike. 53. Mike. Here we go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Okay, 59.
Watson on first down. And he hits Drake. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 25 yards that time.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first and goal, Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenyon Drake. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Brady.
Good defense, my wife.
Tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Brady. Looking downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard
Cover!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check. Motion to backfield. 50.
Again, they'll throw with Brady.
What?
They complete it to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Brady already over 150 yards. And Freeman lost the football.
See, now, that's what I mean, bro.
That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up.
If you don't give me that phone.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Watch the boot. Ozzie. Hey, wahoo. Alert 3.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Devontae Freeman, his 1st touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left.
Oh, my God.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. I know he's hard.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception.
Ooh,
He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hill on the return. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Regular. 57. Hey, let go. 57. Hey.
Here's Brady to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Brady now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Shadow.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard
Hey,
line.
over. 57's Mike 57. Watch the run. 57. Mike 57. 53 now. Wait, what do you got?
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air one out.
What? Oh,
Inside
no.
the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Oh, wow, Lou.
Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Wow.
And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Mike 5-4. Watch QB. Mike 31.
Watson now, operating from the gun. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Drake. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. This is caught by Jackson. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Deshaun Watson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable and in a lot of ways unfamiliar spot because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and sort of wreck and disrupt the timing that we're seeing.
As we get closer to halftime here, 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, box drop.
To throw, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Brady now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
This is Miller, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Mike, check it. Get the ball. Hey, Alpha. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mike 50, Mike 50. Regular.
Now Brady again. And that will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ooh.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 45-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Hey, 59. Mike 54. I got one.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Get in the right room. Right there. 54 Mike. Target.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Brady nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a game.
See, this
of
is what I
yard.
mean,
It's going to
bro.
bring up 3rd and 5. This defense
Exactly
against the
what
run,
I
by the
mean.
way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here?
I ain't
Do you
just
try
somebody
and
else.
run the ball
I ain't
against
just
a team
somebody on
that's
their
pretty
team.
good against the run?
Oh, they
What
get
if
to come
you're a
back.
pretty good
Meat,
running team?
broken
If
ribs.
so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Watch the pass.
Now a draw play with Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Hey, put him in. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Pretty quiet down, he's coming. Pretty quiet. Hayward. Right there, 54, right there.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end.
What we doing, bro?
zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Right there, 54, right there. Stop your whining. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch.
Throwing again is Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Check 52. 59. Hey, 59.
On first down, Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll take it
yes,
into the end
sir.
zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead.
Buccaneers 31, Eagles 28. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady swings it out to the flat for Freeman.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You got it. You got it.
Devin White on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
59. 54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Mike's 54. Mike 54.
Watson now to throw. That's caught by Jackson.
Bro, he's supposed to go up the field,
and
bro.
this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some.
From the gun, Watson. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I just scored 6 like a touchdown.
Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And going deep for Hill. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick.
My
His
man,
3rd pick of the
those.
game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is the classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
54. Mike 54.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Go, Randy, they turn it over. Get that ball.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Brady to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this is caught by Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Back to throw, and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clenched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, deep tight. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Brady going to go on 4th down.
Oh, he got beat.
This is caught. Touchdown.
That was my fault.
And they've taken the lead here in the final
I shouldn't have played
minute.
over the top.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
He probably
He's
does
got
it,
it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Not even mad.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field?
And that's caught inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Let's go.
A great effort there with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Elliott good on the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.
GG, my boy.
The ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Philadelphia, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss, and they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
See y'all next time. Yeah.